And the thing to go back to is step 3. You've got vision, purpose, faith. Faith. You fill in the gaps with faith. You fill in the gaps. You can fill in the gaps with faith, or you can fill in the gaps with fear. By filling in the gaps, I mean that I'm expecting. I've done all the work that I can do. I've done the work that's in front of me to do right now, and now I'm waiting for someone to come back to me. And so I've done all that I can do, and it's up to them to come back to me. And so I can fret and think that, oh man, that maybe it's taking a while. Maybe they're not going to come back. Oh, what did I do wrong? Something's not working. Oh God, you can really freak yourself out like that. You can really, really freak yourself out by doing stuff like that. And that's fear. And what is fear though? Fear is faith misplaced. Fear is faith in what you don't want to happen happening. Fear is a belief that fear is having faith in what you don't want to happen happening. And so you can go into fear and have faith that way, or you can have faith. You can just know. I know it's going to work out because I can see my vision. I'm getting closer every day. I'm on purpose. I'm doing exactly what I came here to do, exactly the way I came here to do it. I have faith, whole faith. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I'm making it. I'm grateful that it's happening right now. This is a process I'm in the middle of, and it's happening. It's unfolding exactly the way it's supposed to. Faith, whole faith, faith with gratitude. You fill in the gaps with faith. That's what you do if it appears not to work. So you've got a starting point. You pick up the science of getting rich, or someone tells you, hey, you can think. And so, oh, I can think. Okay, that's great. All right, so how do I think? So you pick up the science of getting rich. This is a great way to think. And so you're like, okay, that's fine. So I'm at my starting point now. I create my vision. I discover my purpose. I have faith, whole faith, and I know it's happening right now. And so you're right. Here's your starting point, and here's your vision. Now, obviously, if you had enough strength and power to embody your vision, then you would already do it. And so part of the in-between, part of the how, they say not to focus on the how. We're going to talk about the how a little bit. So the how is, in my experience, had a lot of these in it. Had a lot of peaks and valleys. Had a lot of experience. Now the peaks were to give me contrast from when things were when I was in the valley, and the valleys were a contrast from when I was in the peaks. And the valleys made me stronger. The valleys were valuable lessons. A really good friend of mine said, I was having a hard time, and I was like, man, wonder why this is happening this way. It doesn't seem to look like this. And he said, there's no such thing as a weak billionaire, man. There's no such thing as a weak millionaire. If you're going where you're going, then you can't be weak. You have to be strong. There is such thing as a weak millionaire, but not for long. Not for long. The money, it goes right away. So you have to be strong to embody this. You have to be strong to embody your vision, Zeb. So I'm like, okay, well, thank you. Thank you for those little valleys. I appreciate that. Because now I know that I'm stronger than I was. I know that I'm stronger than I was, so I'm making steps every day to get closer and closer to this. And then I get here, and then I move it a little bit further, and I get here, and I move it a little bit further, and there's still all these in between, And so that's the process. That's the how. And so you fill in the gaps in between the peaks. You fill those gaps in with faith, and that's how we do it. That's how we make it through. And we continue to act in the direction, to take action, acting in a certain way. We take action in the direction of our vision, and by doing that, we're preparing to receive. We're preparing to receive the good that's coming into our lives right now. Right now. And so we continue to act in a certain way. We fill in the gaps with faith. We act in a certain way. We fill in the gaps with faith. We act in a certain way, and we keep doing it, and then eventually we're there. And you look around, and what happens is a very amazing experience that I've experienced when I achieve that goal or reach that peak or get to that vision, that point where I wanted to be. It feels like it's felt for a while. It wasn't this amazing breakthrough. It's like, okay, I'm here. I can celebrate now. I've been celebrating for months. I've been celebrating for years. However long it takes, however long the journey is, because that whole faith has been there the whole time. That gratitude has been there the whole time. I've been feeling it as if I had it the whole time. So when it's here, it's like, okay, well, yeah, very great. It feels just like it already has. It feels like it has already for so long. And so But so that's the process of receiving. Then the last question I ask myself is, what is the essence of the science of getting rich? What can I share with these people I'm going to speak to tonight? What can I share with them as being the essence of the science of getting rich? And this book is really, really about being the best human being you can be. It's about being the best human being that you can possibly be. It's about having a purpose. And what is the purpose? Is generally, the general outline is the purpose of the divine, which I believe the purpose of the divine is more life to all and less to none. More life to all and less to none. That's a good, pretty general play. You can play inside that. There's lots of playroom in there, you know. And so, more to all and less to none. That's the purpose outline. And so you have your purpose, and you decide that this is what I'm going to do with my life, and I'm going to grow. And as I grow, I'm going to have other people growing around me, and you'll be attracted to people, and they'll be attracted to you, and you'll be attracted to places, and it'll be easy for you to get there. When we're acting on purpose and we're living our vision, life gets really easy, gets really simple, gets really easy to go through life. Things are just done for you, you know. Somebody else, your partner has an appointment at a certain time, and it gets moved up to earlier in the day so they can come and see you speak at night, you know. Things like that. It just automatically happens. Life just gets really, really simple. It gets really, really easy. And it's a good feeling. It's a great feeling. It feels really good. It's about living a joyous life, man. It's about being happy. Like I was talking about Jessica earlier. What a great lesson. Just be happy. Playing in the mud, playing on a $200 Barbie Jeep, you know. playing. She's like, you know, we got the Jeeps in there. She hasn't touched it in a long time, and she's, you know, makes some mud for her. You know, a couple gallons of water and a, you know, a 1 foot deep hole, and she's completely content. It's just an amazing contrast and amazing dynamic to realize. It's really just about being happy, though. What a great teacher Jessica is. Just be happy. Just be happy. Whatever it is. And the happier you are, you attract people and places and situations and money and all the things that make you happy. You just get happier, and then more happiness comes. You know, this is a very simple, simplistic view of life, a very simple philosophy to understand. However, you're talking about things like gratitude. You're talking about things like purpose. I mean, you can go as deep as you want to with those things. You know, you can go deep as you want to. But it's very simplistic in nature. And so whenever you're happy, it's contagious. People around you get happy. I talked about attracting the people already. Doing good work and leaving the place better than we found it. It's about that. It's about having a purpose to give more life to all and less to none. It's about giving the impression of increase to all. Giving the impression of increase. It's just really about growth, man. It's just really about growth. It's about growing and continuing to grow. And now, in closing, I'm going to bring it back to value, since I've been hitting on that quite a bit tonight. Go back to the quote from Ernest Holmes, which is on this page. The certain estimate of reality is ever evidenced by its worth in actual living. What an amazing, amazing thing to say, thing to read, thing to try to understand. You can go on for hours with that, man. I have, you know. The certain estimate of reality is ever evidenced by its worth in actual living. And just remember, as you go forward in life, just think about that. And as you go forward in life, whenever you're looking at your situation, and you're like, this is my vision, and this is where I am now, you know, the thing to do instead of cursing it is just to give thanks. Be grateful, see the value in it, and be glad that that's happening now, because it's making you stronger. And that only proves that you're on the path to successfully achieving your vision. That's it. Thank you.